Okay, well, let's listen to this conversation that Kevin had with Bishop Cheri about Dr. Ansel Augustine's new book. Let's listen in.
Joining us now is Bishop Fernand Cheri, Auxiliary Bishop of New Orleans. Thank you for being with us, Bishop.
Thank you for inviting me.
During this month, the U.S. Church celebrates Black Catholic History Month, and I thought I'd just talk to you about that and what ways you've been celebrating the month and honoring it.
Okay. Well, this year, I'm also pastor at St. Peter Claver Church. So this year at our parish, we have really made this month a real celebration of what it means for us to be who we are. And as such, we have targeted the 6 on the road to canonization. Yeah. And so each Sunday we're going to take 1 or 2 of those individuals and just share their stories. Sure. So that the congregation will hear it and understand what's going on in that regards. But the other thing is, being in New Orleans, you have a lot of Black Catholic history. I mean, 300 years, what can you say? Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. And it is important that we learn our history. I believe one of the things that, one of the beautiful gifts of the church is Black Catholic history. It is a history that is filled with a lot of pain and as well as a lot of joy. And we have the Sisters of the Holy Family that came and celebrated with us that first Sunday and called everyone to look at vocations and how we should promote vocations within our community. We hope to talk a little bit about that, even in the fact that right now at my parish, I'm the pastor and my associate is a newly ordained Black priest for the Archdiocese of New Orleans. So now they got the full old man and young man experience to work with in regards to that. Also, you know, we're very rich in our liturgical celebrations at St. Peter Claver, so we use that as those opportunities to showcase what it means for us to share our cultural gifts with others. Yeah. And we do that a lot. Yeah. So that's what we're doing this year. Yeah. Now, in years past, I've done all kinds of things, you know, and have the kids dress up in different saints, talk about their stories of different saints so people know that. Sure, sure. I have emphasized different aspects of Black Catholic history in the past, where we talked about the 3 Black popes of the church that emphasized their role and commitment. We also talked a little bit about the, you know, just the church's, how the church in New Orleans especially has a history of allowing the free people of color to do things in the church that were very significant and important. Like, for instance, the free people of color controlled the Cathedral of New Orleans at one time, and their pastor was Pierre Antoine. Okay. And the Archbishop of New Orleans, who was I think it was de Burgh, he transferred him to the Bayou, and that did not please the people. So they ran the Archbishop out of town back to St. Louis and went and got Pierre Antoine, brought him back to New Orleans. So it's a story that is kind of funny and kind of significant in the fact that that how much the people were in control, how they really, the laity really had a significant role there. Yeah. So much so, I believe the strength of the Holy Family Sisters who originated in New Orleans under the guidance of Venerable Henriette Delille, how they were really protected in the French Quarter by the free people of color.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, you know, it's a rich history in New Orleans.
Yeah.
When you I mean, that's just some of the beginning stuff. I could tell you all kinds of stories.
Just got a couple of minutes left, but I wanted to talk to you about Ansel Augustine's book as well. You wrote the afterword for it,
Yes.
Leveling the Playing Field. And I wonder if you could talk about that and the importance of his book and maybe some of the points to it.
The significant story that he speaks to is how we as a church are called to really appreciate the gift of Black Catholics and how we are to promote that as we work and minister, especially with young people. Ansel is very much involved with the faith life of youth and young adults. And so he's really wrote that book to speak to those who will work with youth and young adults, to help them to understand and see the struggles that racism causes young people today, and as well as in the past, and how we are called to really look at and talk about and deal with those struggles based upon some of the racial mindsets of the people of these times. And I love the way he speaks. He speaks out of a real sense of trying to be a brother to other ministers, saying to them, you know, I know what ministry is about, this ministry is about, and this is hopefully a way to help you be sensitive and caring to the Black young people, men and women that you are going to raise and work with. So I think it's a great book that calls you to really sit back and contemplate how you're doing in your ministry and service to the Black community. So it's beautiful to me. I'm glad I'm a part of it.
That's great. That's great. Well, I wish we had more time, Bishop, but thank you so much for being with us today. Appreciate it.
Okay, my pleasure.